Keltische Musik von A bis Z. Schottenradio gehört zu mir.
We are the Rapparees, and you're watching SchottenTV.
Hello and welcome again to SchottenTV. Today to a Rapparees special, and I'm not alone. No, I have really great company, and a warm welcome to the guys from the Rapparees. How are you doing, guys?
Doing great. Basil, thank you. Doing great.
Well, it's really great to have your company. How was the tour so far?
The tour's going really good. So 5 nearly sold out concerts and lots of beer. So going great. It's ticking all the boxes for us at the moment, you know.
Yeah.
All good.
Well, let's talk about the history of your band. When did you start the band, and how did you become a musician? Yeah.
Right. Well, it's a long enough story. Is that okay?
We have time.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it is.
Well, we are now, I know we don't look it, Basil, but we're hitting in around 30 here. But we always played music together from a young age. So it was really Joe's family home was the central location for playing the music. Joe and his family always had house sessions. So any occasion for a few drinks and lots of songs all night. And Joe and his cousin Jared, and Jared is also a Rapparees band member, just would have always sang in the house. And I was lucky enough at that stage to get invited along. So literally we've been playing together from about 14 or 15, and Joe and Jared have been singing together long before that.
Cool.
So it started as a family tradition, which then moved on. We were very lucky very early in our career to support the Pogues.
Yeah.
So it went from a bunch of fellas just enjoying their music and singing sessions. How long we better come up with a name, better get a band together. And we did, it was Rapparees, and we've never looked back. So it really did. It had a very earthy roots in the family and family sessions.
Yeah. How would you describe your special Rapparees sound?
Do you want to go for that, Joe? Will I? I think we've got very strong roots in Irish folk music.
Aye.
So we love the folk songs of Ireland. We love the music of the Dubliners. We love the music of the Clancy brothers.
Yeah.
This is our absolute core. So from that we have big ballads, big vocals, harmonies, traditional instrumentation. But we can't deny that we're heavily influenced by the Pogues and the next generation of Irish music as well. So it
Why
effectively,
not?
yeah, it's effectively like music of the Clancys or Dubliners, but with a big kick up the backside.
Yeah.
Sort of like a Rapparees twist, you know. So Rapparees, Dubliners, more energy. You know what I mean? All
Yeah.
influences come together.
Why did you name your band Rapparees?
Well, again, we wanted a name that represented the spirit of the band, and Rapparees were sort of like ancient sort of highwaymen who would have robbed the rich
Yeah, okay, I see.
and not give the money to the poor.
Yeah.
So it captured the spirit of the band, really. You know,
And it still works.
it still works.
So, how important is the Irish heritage to you?
Well, it's very important, not only to me, but to the band. We're very proud to be from Ireland and actually consider ourselves very lucky to be from Ireland. You know, being Irish comes with more than just the music, it's the entire culture, as you know. So we don't only have beautiful scenery, beautiful people, a beautiful language, art,
Yeah.
music, it's everything. And it really is everything to us. But we're also not only proud about being Irish, we're also proud about being from the north part of Ireland, from, I suppose, our hometown is Belfast.
Yeah.
And we take great pride in that. So it's integral to the music, and it's, you know, we're actually very proud to be able to showcase Irish music all around the world.
That's a good
very
point.
important to
That's a
us.
good point. Why do you think Irish music, anyway, is such successful worldwide?
Well, from people in the audience would come up to us after, and they just say they just love, they have a connection with the Irish music, even though they aren't Irish, but they think it's just the happiness that they get from listening to it and watching them performances, that they keep coming back to hear more. And that's with all different bands. That's what I've heard from a lot of people, that they get a lot of enjoyment from it. So I don't know whether it's just a deep sense of happiness that they get from listening to it. A lot of Irish songs aren't happy at all, but but they seem to still enjoy them as well. So it is it's good for us that it is, you know, worldwide, you know.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to pinpoint why exactly that is, but it must be something.
Yeah. Well, the tunes, you know, you've got your traditional tunes and reels and jigs, etc., and they've got an infectious nature to them. You know, you can't not sit in a session or near a session and tap your foot. So that's, you know, universal. People are going to enjoy that infectious sort of energetic music. It's great. But as far as the Irish songs and the Irish song tradition, with regards to the Irish song tradition, the songs also have a universal nature. The songs are about love, or the songs are about home, or indeed in our case, the songs might be about drink.
A lot of Irish songs are about drink.
Or heartache.
But, you know, everybody likes these things.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. I'm pretty much sure you can follow that, you know. Well, what do you try to transfer to the crowd, to the audience, while you are on stage?
Joe?
Well, we try to show to the audience that we love what we do, and I think it's like a connection that you have with each audience. You like it's what's the word?
Rapport.
Yeah, a good rapport with the audience. They feed off us and we feed off them.
Yeah.
And the more they get into the show, the more we will get into the show, and it just works both ways. And you know, we get a fantastic buzz of playing to audiences all over the place, but especially in Germany, we find that audiences are so receptive. You know, they listen within, you know, when there's a slow one, they'll listen, and when there's a fast one, they'll clap and cheer, and you know, so the great audiences that we love playing to in Germany.
Do you think there's a difference between, I don't know, German crowd and Irish people?
There can be, but I think it's just the nature of maybe some places in Ireland. You know, people would go to the gig and maybe socialise or, you know, drink a bit more.
Yeah.
And maybe, but they enjoy themselves maybe differently.
So you are more than a background music thing or so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tricky question. in a way, because
I know.
at home you can go down to the All Ireland Flower or something, you can sit in a session and you can really enjoy, you're enjoying playing the music yourself. It is your own social life, you know, and everybody in the bar is socialising, you know, but you can also do theatre gigs at home to, like, and it just so happens that we're in Germany, we tend to play more festivals and more theatres.
Oh, that's very
where
true,
people,
yeah.
and you gotta be honest, like German audiences are really responsive and really attentive, especially in the theatre setting that we would play. But they're also up for a good time at the festivals, you know?
Yeah. I know I met you a couple of times in the last years, and when he was really on big stages, the crowd was really absolutely happy with you, you know?
You asked the question there about what we were trying to convey while we're on stage. I think it's very important as a folk artist. You've got many different jobs as a folk artist, and if we could call ourselves maybe contemporary folk artists, you also have a job to do. So we've got a job, you've got to tell, you're telling the audience, like you take a song like The Outlaw Rapparee that we performed for you, it tells, it's got a historical context, you know, and you enjoy telling the story of that. You know, you can take a song, like another song we played for you, The Town Loves So Well. It has a more modern political context, and you can enjoy doing that. And then, what was the other song? The Contender. So, you know, you can enjoy singing a lovely heart-rendering story about a boxer who succumbed to alcohol. So, like, the message is, it's really telling the story. You know, you can tell the story of interesting stories that have happened. You can convey a political message. You can just enjoy a set of tunes, you know, dance, for people to dance to. So,
well, I think we should watch a video. We talk about the Rapparees, we talk about music and all this stuff. We have to watch a video, the guys live on stage. This is awesome, you will love it. And we will be here when you come back in a couple of minutes, so see you very, very soon.
So lift your glasses, friends of mine, and raise your glass to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Rapparee. I'm an outlaw Rapparee. My spurs are rusted, my coat is rent, my boot is stamped with fear. On the thistle down in a barley beer, on nickel and my horse is real. But my rifle's as fine as my sweetheart's eye, my arm is strong and free. What care have I for your king or your lords? I'm an outlaw Rapparee. So lift your glasses, friends of mine, and raise your glass to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Rapparee. I'm an outlaw Rapparee. The mountain cavern is my home, high up in the crystal air. On this bed of limestone I will write a brownie smelling fair. Let Torture William only send who strokes to burn our loot. We'll meet them all on equal ground, and we'll fight them foot to foot. So lift your glasses, friends of mine, and raise your glass to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Rapparee. I'm an outlaw Rapparee. Wanted from out our father's home, to stood by steel and shot. Only in warfare we make a wage, from its gibbet we are not. Hurrah, this war is welcome work, the haunted unknowns. to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Rapparee. I'm an outlaw Rapparee. Oh, Mark! So lift your glasses, friends of mine, and raise your glass to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Rapparee. I'm an outlaw Rapparee.
Hello again here on SchottenTV. I'm Basil Wolfrhine, and you're the guys from the Rapparees. Hope you enjoy the studio here.
Yes.
Basil is cracker. It's great. It's like walking into mini Scotland.
Thank you. Well, the song on the video we did record in the Dragon Hall, that was really awesome. This is really Irish rock and roll, isn't it?
It's definitely got a bit of that.
Let's talk about the band. When you write a song, what does it mean to you to be a songwriter? How do you start to write a song, and what do you prefer to write about, you know? Just tell us all the stories.
Go for it, Joe.
We're very lucky in the band that we have a couple of songwriters, Jared and Connor. They write totally different styles, but they're able to bring the songs to the band, and we all put our wee input in. So a song will start off, you know, very bare, I suppose. The lyrics really, and maybe just a guitar line, and then we will all add bits in, and the arrangement then comes as a band. So it's a journey which starts off then obviously with one of the boys, and then it'll be a finished product then with the rest of the band's input. So it's for us as band members, you know, it's great to, you know, to put in something into someone else's song and see the finished product. For the boys, Jared and Connor, they have a great sense of, you know, they're very protective of their songs, but then they allow maybe myself and Kevin and Eamon to, you know, have our input into it as well. So it is a collective thing for the band. But they get the royalties. The boys get the royalties.
Well, even musicians have to pay bills, you know. So you should write every here and then a song as well, you know.
We're also lucky in a way that we are, you know, folk. It's folk music.
Yeah.
You're not confined to your own, you know, to your own compositions, to your own music. The beauty of it is that you can pluck a song out of the archive. You can hunt out a song deep from the past, lesser recorded, get your stamp on it, and people think it's yours.
yeah, I know what you mean. So how important is it to put your stamp on it?
That's it.
That's actually a point when, I don't know, imagine in about 200 years' time, other band will play a Rapparees song, and actually it was not yours,
no,
you know.
That's it.
And that's a good plan. You should go for that. Irish traditional music. Do you prefer actually to play your own stuff or the traditionals?
I have no preference. Like, you enjoy both. You
just have to catch you know.
It all comes into the storytelling aspect as well. I mean, if we're singing our own music, like we have a great song actually called XVIII. You know, so if you're singing a traditional Irish ballad, it might tell a story, and the message might still be real. So if you're singing a love song, the message of love is still there. But if you're singing a song like XVIII, it really talks about, you know, breaking up with your girlfriend, and then hitting the booze in a student setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, so you can also talk about things in a more current manner if you're writing your own songs as well. So both are important.
When you're live on stage, do you plan actually your whole program before you started?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You definitely do. You have your set list, and
Yeah.
you try to link songs together that, you know, fit maybe you try not to have 20 fast songs in a row.
Okay.
Or 3 slow songs in a row, and you try to let your program tell a story as well, start to finish, and make sure you finish with a couple of songs whatever all the audience can join in as well. You know, so it's definitely planned.
Yeah. So if I want to buy a CD, where can I find your CDs?
You can find our CD on our website, www.therapparees.ie. And we also we have a Facebook page and a Twitter account, you know, so you're able to get
So
a
they
link,
just can
to the
say,
website.
please send me a copy, and they have to pay, and he will send it or stuff.
Yeah, I
it.
think
Oh,
it's all,
absolutely,
yeah. Fill in your
And
details.
can we download your songs as well?
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
No.
Of course, you believe in a physical copy, yeah?
That's it.
Yeah. You're my latte, yeah. I really love to have a CD and not this electronic stuff. You know. Good. So I think we should watch another video, and again, the Rapparees live on stage at the legendary Dragon Hall here at Castle Wolfrhine in the wee village of Spal, in the middle of nowhere, actually, to be honest, but a great crowd. And so, hey, see you very, very soon.
When I was young and I was in my day, I could have stolen that woman's heart that was away. I'd sing and dance until the morning, I'd blaze away until the dawning, long before I was the man you see today. I was born beneath the stars that promised all. I could have lived my life between Cork, Cove and York, but the wheel of fortune took me, and from the highest point it shook me. By the bottle live, by the bottle I shall fall. But there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the brawl. The rainbow rolls and Matador is raving. When I die, I'll die a drunk down on the street. You can count me out to 10 and clear defeat. Wrap the starry plow around me, let the piper's air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I meet. There in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the brawl. The rainbow rolls, the Matador is red. walk down on the street. You can count me out to 10 and clear defeat. Wrap the starry plow around me, let the piper's air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I meet.
Hello again here on SchottenTV. Well, what should I say? Lovely video, really cute one. Well, let's talk about Ireland, your country. How is it to be a musician in Ireland?
Well, I think it's fantastic, to be honest. And I'll just link it into... Obviously, we have a fantastic wealth of musicians in Ireland.
Aye.
There's cultas, you know, places to learn Irish music all over the island. Lots of very passionate people who drive these things on. People are playing music from before they can walk, sort of way. You know, that way people are playing music very young in Ireland and to a very high level. And many Irish musicians decide to, you know, stick to it and only play Irish music, but many others cross over and learn many instruments and many different styles, and that's clear to see from the fantastic bands you have coming out of Ireland at the moment. You know, they could be based in Irish music, but the music sound is so eclectic. You know, so it's a fantastic place to be. But not only Ireland, but Belfast is a real centre of fantastic Irish music. You can go to many different bars. There's a fantastic bar, Madden's, that... Do you know Madden's?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
But Madden's is Irish music every night of the week.
Yeah, I know.
Top class musicians, you know, and
great whiskey.
It's, you know, this is a bar which is really, what they call it, it's really popular with tourists, but it's also really popular with Belfast people. You know, the music's authentic. But you have music all over Belfast. There's just a brand new bar just opened up, and it's got Irish music 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good place to be. With regards to playing Irish music in Belfast, we put on many concerts annually, but we also love just getting down to the pub on a Sunday.
Okay.
And it to have a chilled out, relaxed session.
But not
You
too
and your
early
friends.
in the Sunday hour.
Not too, well, 5 o'clock. 5.
Really?
Starts at 5, just after dinner.
Okay.
So, like, we would go down to the pub 5 o'clock and meet up with friends, and somebody walks past, he plays country music, joins in.
And you always bring your instrument with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Got that. Or you'll not get free pints.
Okay. So for extra beer money, you know.
But, yeah, it's really enjoyable.
Could you imagine a world without a fiddle or without your favorite instrument?
No. No, I can't.
You live with your instrument.
Yes, it's quite peculiar because sometimes you're quite mean to your instrument and you don't clean it, and you know, you'd be quite rough of it.
Yeah.
But yet you'll never leave it in the van at night.
Okay.
Not in the big cold van.
Yeah.
No way. You always bring it in beside you.
I see.
Kevin's very protective over his fiddle.
Would you say a fiddle is a real Irish instrument?
Well, it's a very important part of the tradition, as in you've got many legendary Irish fiddle players spanning back generations. So it's integral to Irish music.
Yeah.
Fiddle, flute, pipes, these things are integral to the early days of Irish music. But I suppose if you really, at a historical sense, I think Irish music was played, and it's, you know, many years back, I think it was harp and pipes. Might have been where the tradition stemmed from, but really Irish music as I know it, the fiddle, flute, are all integral parts of this.
I couldn't agree more, because what I call always this riddle in the fiddle in the diddle, that means, of course, you have to use a fiddle. And and tin whistles and stuff like that. A guitar, I think a guitar is actually not an Irish instrument at all, but in the meanwhile, the last, I don't know, probably 100 years, you have to use a guitar as well, you know. I can imagine Irish music without guitar, but not without a fiddle, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's nothing against you, of course.
No.
You're offended, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Did you notice actually that Irish music, the traditional Irish music, became more mainstream in the last 20, 30 years? So it's more modern. And is there actually modern Irish music, modern Irish folk music, we have to say, actually? Is that actually
I actually think you've already hit the nail on the head. And I think the guitar there, that you've talked about, it not being an essential part of Irish music, but that really is the big difference, because like 30, 40 years ago, the guitar wasn't as an important part of tune playing, but like the standard of guitar playing has got so high and so good, and really that has provided a bed for everything to go on top. And I think it's actually the guitar is maybe, and the advances in guitar playing, you know, and these modern techniques and open tuning styles. And I really think the likes of this is what's, obviously with the creativity of artists, but you know, that is the difference with the modernization of the music for me.
I realized you have a banjo player as well. And I know there's a difference between an American banjo and the Irish banjo. Have to do with the strings, is that true? 4 string, 5 strings?
Well, they say that the 5-string banjo is for playing bluegrass.
I see.
And the 4-string banjo is for playing greengrass.
Okay, very special. So,
all right, Connor.
So, by the way, Connor is behind the scenes with whiskey and girls and a huge pint of beer. Yeah, you should not believe. Well, so okay, now I know actually nothing about banjo. So 4 strings means greengrass. What have greengrass to do with Irish folk music?
Well,
of course, we have so much greengrass in Ireland. No.
Ireland's national colour is green, and the banjo, the 4-string banjo is more prominent in Irish music. So
I see. Yeah.
Clever play on words.
Yeah, you did. Well, and in your band, the banjo is important, because it really gives you a very special sound.
Yeah, it does.
If you ask me, yeah.
Yeah, it's great, and it actually complements the fiddle as well. You know, the two together, I think, make a nice mix, and they can both take solo roles. But the banjo itself is. It can give a harshness to the sound a bit. People sometimes say our music is rough and ready, and I think the roughness comes from the banjo.
The heart.
I suppose as well, there's an element, if you think about it, the Furies, great Irish band, prominent banjo sound, Dubliners, prominent banjo sound, the Pogues,
of course,
prominent banjo sound, you know. So suppose we are in that tradition of, you know, a ballad. We are a ballad group essentially, and it seems to be a quintessential part of that.
Yeah, that's very true. So should we watch another video?
That'd be great.
The Rapparees live on stage again. So just watch it. again here on SchottenTV. I'm Basil Wolfrhine, and here we have 2 members of the Rapparees. Actually, 5 members, yes? Right.
That's
yeah.
it.
You saw it on the video anyway. So, well, the north of Ireland. Tell us, how is it to live there?
Well, we all live in Belfast, and Belfast has changed so much over the years.
Yeah.
We have found that Belfast is just a fantastic place to live. Kevin touched on how much music is going on in Belfast, but just how peace has come to the north.
Yeah, the political situation.
Yeah,
has
so
changed,
it's just a lot nicer place to live, and to be growing up and to bring up a family. It's just incredible, just the difference. We find that the music over the years has always been constant. It didn't really affect. Maybe it affected some of the content of the music, but the music has always been there for people to, maybe when there wasn't good to go into the city centre of Belfast.
Yeah.
There would have always been live music around the city and around the local areas.
Yeah.
Where now is Belfast is such a safe place now. The city centre is thriving, and all the music is in the city centre, and it's just a fantastic place to live.
So you want to invite the people to come to the North Coast? It's in the meanwhile a safe area,
Come to Belfast.
Come to Belfast
You'll
and
not be
find out the
disappointed.
truth.
And our pints are slightly cheaper from Dublin as well.
Okay. So you see no soldiers there, or what? They're all gone.
No, there's no soldiers on the street.
I see.
There's no presence like that at all anymore. And you don't even have to look back that far to remember. I actually remember myself there being patrolling soldiers.
Yeah.
But there's none of that now.
Yeah.
The people's feelings and views have softened, and people are working very hard to sustain a lasting peace. It's definitely not easy. And from time to time, there's still elements and political elements that make their presence felt. But as a rule of thumb, people are sick and tired of the troubles. They're trying to forget it and move on. And it is difficult, but they're getting there.
Yeah, and the generations change.
The generations change.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah, it is.
Well, one of our slogans is welcome to your Celtic family. Did you ever met this Celtic family worldwide, and I mean music-wise? Is there a Celtic family?
We definitely think there is. Now, we have travelled all over Germany and a few other places around Europe. And every festival or every gig you go to, there's an automatic connection with people. And it doesn't have to be musicians. It could be the people who are organising the festivals. And we always seem to hit it off with them and keep in contact with them. We're heading to a gig soon in Potsdam, which is very close to Berlin, where we've met friends of ours now who organise a festival, the XVIII festival, and so they heard we were coming back, and we keep in contact all the time, and they're going to come to Potsdam, and we're going to have a nice few beers, but we always find then people will invite you back or just keep in contact, and it's just the music can bring you so many places, but it can make you meet so many wonderful people all over the world.
Absolutely.
It's just fantastic, and we're very lucky that we've been able to see these places and meet these people.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing Joe says. If you were to go all the places that we have been for a holiday, as in if you were just going to travel there, you wouldn't have had the same experience, because as you say, when you're going there to play music, you're brought right in and made to feel so welcome.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have the same experience without the music and the Celtic family, as you put it.
Yes, I do believe in the Celtic family as well. That's the reason I do my job, you know. And well, anyway, music is an international thing anyway, you know. And I realized, especially the Celtic music, you can find all over the world. There's a massive scene and community of Ireland in the USA. I met a lot of Irish musicians from the USA, you know, and they told me all this stories, unbelievable actually. Or when I met Carlos Nunes, and he told me about his connection. I really do love that, and I really do love the idea that we from SchottenTV put all these fantastic musicians in our shows and present their fantastic music to you. I really like that. Hopefully you like it as well. We should actually mention the guys from the Magnetic Music, you know?
Yes.
Because they do really a fantastic job. And since, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years now, they do this Irish Folk Festival.
Yeah. Well, firstly, great point. We have a lot to thank Magnetic Music for, obviously, for bringing us on tours, you know, and having faith in us many years ago, bringing out a bunch of young Irishmen, and I'm sure Peter Pendola, the head of Magnetic Music, has, I'm sure, watched us develop and indeed had his own say from time to time as well. But also, like the amount of projects he has, like Magnetic Music have on, as you say, the Irish Folk Festival, the Irish Heartbeat Tour, they really do bring the finest of Irish talent and tour them around Germany and other countries. But there's also a big effort not to just bring one type of band.
That's
you
true.
know, there will be a ballad band, there will be a cutting edge, maybe tunes outfit, there will be a dance element, there will be a story element, and it'll be usually right across the age gap, right across the musical sphere. You know what I mean? It's a great show, and we were very privileged to be part of it.
Yeah, absolutely great job. Thanks, Peter, for this fantastic job. And keep on doing what you're doing, because you do it really right.
Really good.
Well, another video of the Rapparees, here on SchottenTV, and then see you in a wee while.
In my memory, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our school played ball by the garrison wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell. Going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways. In the town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn called women from Cregan, the moor and the bar, while the men on the door played a mother's role, fed the children and then walked the dog. And when times got soft, there was just about enough, but we saw town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we all could understand. I remember the day when I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me, for I learned about life, and I found me a wife in the town I loved so well. But when I returned, how my eyes they have burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees with the armored cars and the bombed out Mars and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by an old gas-yard wall, and the downward wire gets higher and higher with their tanks and their guns. Oh my God, what have they done to the town I love so well? Now the music's gone, but they still carry on, for their spirits being bruised, never broken. They will not forget, but their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright and brand new day in the town I loved so well.
Hello again here on SchottenTV, a fantastic video. Well, what should I say? The Rapparees live on stage. If you ever have the chance to see the guys live on stage, go for it. It's really cool. It's really cool stuff, yeah, to see the guys live. And always remember, even musicians have to pay bills, so buy the tickets, buy the CDs. By the way, where can we buy the CDs?
You can buy the CDs on our website
Yeah.
from www.therapparees.ie.
It was great to have your company, and hopefully you enjoyed this interview as much as I
We
did.
did, Basil.
Thanks,
It's been a
Basil. Thank you
fantastic
very
day.
much.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Well, is there a message you have to say to your fans? Please take this camera.
The Rapparees, rough and ready.
That's good. Well, Ben, thank you for coming along, and all the best for all your projects.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, Basil.
Basil. Brilliant. Thank you.
See you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
See you.
Brilliant.
That was another edition of SchottenTV today, the Rapparees special. And well, if I told you anyway, keep in contact with these guys and you will have fun. That's for sure. See you very, very soon here on SchottenTV. Until then, enjoy yourself. Of course, you know, life is too short to be upset. And if you're upset or lonely, just watch SchottenTV.
How I love you, how much I cannot say. I only know my heart will break if I should go away. These roots of love that bind me cannot be torn.